What's up, you guys? Welcome to the Crest of Courage card game channel. Today I've got another deck profile for you guys, this time going over my Red Hybrid or Emperor Greymon deck. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting us off, we've got 4 Yokomon eggs. This just gives you on deletion if you have a red tamer, draw 1. So basically this deck just has a lot of red tamers and it's going to do a lot of attacking, and it usually kind of expects to get deleted or doesn't really care if it does. So the draw 1 just helps you, get a little bit extra out of, if you attack into security and get deleted. So for that reason, we're just playing 4 of those. Alright, now normally I start off with the rookies and I do the Tamers near the end, but with this deck specifically, I really wanted to talk about the Tamers first because they are literally the heart and soul of the deck and literally just the core of the deck. Like, it really revolves around your Takuyas. So first of all, this is the, we got 4 and 4 of both of them. So BT7 Takuya just has, of course, security. Play this card without paying its memory cost. Main, once per turn, you may place 5 cards with hybrid in their traits from your trash under this tamer in any order to digivolve it into an Emperor Greymon in your hand for its digivolution cost, as if this tamer was a level 5 red Digimon. So, of course, all of our other red hybrid stuff can digivolve on red tamers or Takuya specifically, so you can pretty much just digivolve him into all your level 4s, but his effect lets you digivolve him straight into Emperor Greymon, which is really awesome. It does kind of have to happen like mid to late game because you have to already have at least 5 hybrids in your trash, but it definitely can come in clutch and save the day. But anyway, then he also has an inheritable effect that says, your turn, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP. While this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more, it gains security attack plus 1, so that's great. Just gives those extra checks. The extra DP is nice, and then if you hit that threshold of 10,000 or more, getting the extra check is really awesome. Then we have the new BT12 Takuya here, and this guy is really awesome. So he has the same, of course, security. Play this card without paying its cost. Start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3, so he's just a memory setter. But then he also has an inheritable effect that says, this Digimon gets plus 2,000 DP. When this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more, it gains your turn once per turn. When this Digimon checks an opponent's security, gain 2 memory. So that's really awesome. Just gaining 2 memory back after you check a security can extend your turn. So that way you can digivolve something else or play another card that you might not have been able to beforehand, etc., etc. So really awesome. And yeah, basically everything just revolves around these 2 Takuyas. But that is it for the Tamers. Alright, but moving right along into our level 3 rookies. So to start things off, I'm playing 2 of this Flamon here, and this is the BT6 Flamon. Basically, this is just to digivolve on our egg. It gives us this nice little piercing inheritable for our hybrids, so that's just nice to have, being able to, of course, pierce through something to get rid of a threat and then also check a security is nice. Just 2 of is fine for that. And then the next one we have here is the BT4 Flamon that has on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon with hybrid in its form and or 1 red tamer card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So really great. He's a good search. You can get a hybrid or a tamer, which is really nice. So that's one of the main ones you want to be playing. This is the main one you want to be digivolving. And then this next one here, we have the BT7 Flamon, who also has on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with hybrid in its traits, Susanoo-mon or Takuya among them to your hand, place the remaining at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this one can dig through 4 cards instead of 3, but it only gives you 1. You can only take 1 of them. Usually it's either going to be a hybrid or a Takuya. We're not playing Susanoo-mon. But anyway, he also has on deletion, you may play 1 Takuya from your hand without paying its memory cost, so it gives you another on deletion effect. So this is probably the last most important one to be playing. I would say this one or this one take priority for hard playing. As far as digivolving, this one's the main one you want to be digivolving, and then pretty much either of these 2. But this is like the main one that you want to be hard playing all the time, because this one gives you on play by trashing 1 Digimon card with hybrid in its traits, draw 2. So drawing 2 obviously is great. It's, in my opinion, sometimes better than searching for like 3 cards 1000, maybe getting 2 because you might not get any. You know, maybe if you reveal like an option card and a couple other things that aren't specifically what it's looking for, then you're not going to get anything. But drawing 2 is always good. And trashing 1 hybrid in your hand is great too, because it helps to more quickly set up our BT7 Takuya, getting more hybrids in trash faster, so he can, you know, kind of warp Digivolve into Emperor Greymon that much faster. So yeah, this one is great. He also has the inheritable that your turn, when this Digimon has hybrid or 10 warriors traits, it gets plus 2000 DP. So some nice DP buff there. So yeah, this one's the main one you want to hard play, but it's also great to just Digivolve on for the plus 2 DP. But yeah, all of the Flamemons are really good. This is my ratios. You could definitely tweak them and adjust them based on your own personal preference. But so far, I really like these ratios. All right, and before we get on to our level 4s, I got a few more level 3s here. I'm playing 2 Bokomon and 2 Nemons. So Bokomon here says, on play, reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors traits and 1 tamer card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then also it has your turn once per turn. When one of your tamers digivolves, gain 2 memory. So this dude is super, super good to just hard play, search the top 5 to get a hybrid and a tamer. And then you also get to gain 2 memory back when you digivolve something on Takuya, which is so good. It's usually just like a free digivolve. And then with Nemon here, I also like Nemon quite a bit. He has this awesome on-play effect that says you can play 1 tamer card from your hand with an inherited effect without paying its memory cost. So basically just playing him for 3 gets you then also a free Takuya that could be 3 or 4 costs, depending on which one you're playing. So it's just really good value. And then while you have him out here, all turns, once per turn, when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card in its Digivolution cards is deleted, you may play 1 Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So again, it gives you more recursion. Whenever one of them gets deleted, you get to just pull a Takuya back out from the trash, so that's nice. But also don't forget, these are both actual Digimon. It doesn't say anywhere on them that they can't attack, so you can, you know, play them, get their cool effects to support you, and then, you know, next turn they can just start swinging. You know, once they've outlived their usefulness, if your opponent doesn't just delete them somehow, they might as well throw themselves at security, or maybe save them for the finishing blow or something. But yeah, I do like having both of them quite a bit. All right, but up next now we have the level 4 champions. So we'll start off here with Agunimon, and we're just playing 4 of each of these. So we've got the BT12 Agunimon here. Digivolve for 1 on a Burning Greymon, which is awesome. Otherwise, you may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your Takuyas, as if that card was a level 3 red Digimon, so for 2 costs. So pretty awesome there. Just Digivolve him either on Flamemon or Takuya, or even on one of your Burning Greymons for just a 1 cost on a Burning Greymon. But then he has, on deletion, you may play 1 Flamemon from your hand suspended without paying the cost. So if you just kind of throw him at security and he gets deleted, then you still get to play a Flamemon for free, and it's suspended, but you know, it'll still be able to get any on-play effects and everything, so that's really awesome. And then he also has, on deletion, you may play 1 Takuya from your hand without paying its cost as an inheritable effect. So, you know, you can start layering those. There's one of the Flamemons that does basically the same thing, so you can get like 2 Takuyas out on deletion, which is pretty crazy. But up next here, then we have the BT12 Burning Greymon. This dude is really like the star of the level 4s, in my opinion. This is definitely the one you want to see, and definitely the one you want to be digivolving onto most of the time, or into, I should say, not onto, but you can digivolve onto him with either of the other ones, so that's really good too. Yeah, digivolves for 1 on Agunimon. But he also has, you may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your Takuyas, as if that card is a level 3 red Digimon for a Digivolution cost of 2. So it does reduce the cost, because normally he'll have to digivolve for 3 on something. But digivolving him for 2 on Takuya is great, and 1 on Agunimon also is really awesome. And then when digivolving, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn, so he'll automatically be 8000, which is awesome, because when you include the plus 2000 from both of the Takuyas, then he hits the 10,000 really easily, and that way he's getting either the security +1 or, you know, the ability to, you know, get some memory back after the attack if he checks something. So that's really good. Then you also have a inheritable effect. It says your turn. When this Digimon has hybrid or 10 warriors traits, it gets +2000 DP. Again, super useful. Just upping your DP more. And I've seen this deck get pretty ridiculous, even just at like the level 4 and level 5, because this just has, when Digivolving, this Digimon gets +2000, so you could still Digivolve on top of him again with a Goonimon for just a 1 cost, and then if you really wanted to, you could Digivolve another Burning Greymon on top of him for another 1 cost, giving him another +2000. He'd have this inheritable for +2000, you know, probably the Takuya +2000. That's not something I would personally do, but it is something you can do if you really just need to get him pumped up like crazy. So yeah, this dude gets super huge, and like literally turn 2, you can be pushing out with him swinging for like 2 checks with a 10,000 is pretty crazy. And then you also have this Burning Greymon back from BT7, and this one is also pretty great still. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your red Tamers as if it's a level 3 red Digimon by paying 2 memory. Otherwise, if you're playing on a level 3 red, you need to pay 3 memory, but you can also Digivolve on a level 4 red for 1 memory. So you can Digivolve on top of either of them, which is great. Then he also has, when Digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its traits or Takuya is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 DP or less. So you get some low tier removal, which is always helpful. You get rid of some of those pesky rookies and stuff. So that's my champion lineup, just 4 of all of the best in my opinion. So without further ado, let's get to the level 5s. All right, but as for the level 5s, I'm literally just playing 4 of the BT7 Aldemon. I did play test with some of the other ones, just, you know, playing 1 or 2 of them. Honestly, they just weren't doing it for me. So there's another one from like BT, I think it's from BT4, that just inherently has like security attack +1 and your turn +4000 DP or something crazy. So that one's not bad, but it is like a 3 cost to Digivolve that one. This one is a 3 cost, but when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card in its Digivolution cards would Digivolve into this card in your hand, you can reduce the memory cost of the Digivolution by 2. So he's just Digivolving for 1 on something that has Takuya under it, which is so powerful, because he also has, when Digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its traits is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, it gets +4000 DP. So of course everything's hybrid in this deck. It's going to get that +4000, making it 12,000. And if you got Takuya under that, that's going to be at least 14,000, and it's going to get either security +1 or gain 2 memory. So yeah, very, very powerful. He also has an incredible inherited effect here that says, while this Digimon has hybrid or 10 warriors in its traits, it doesn't activate security effects on option cards it checks. So that's huge. It means you can just attack security, you know, without having to worry about any crazy option cards. But yeah, just the super cheap Digivolution, the huge power up, the amazing inherited effect. It's really the only one worth playing. It's the only one I want to see. I did try out, like I said, the other, I think it was BT4 Aldemon. He's okay with the security +1 and everything. And then there was the new Aldemon from BT12. Also okay, does some fun stuff as well. But again, you just don't want to see it. You want to get to this one. That being said, either of those would be great to throw in if you just wanted a couple more level 5s, totally understandable. I would probably just cut maybe like a couple of the BT7 Burning Greymons and throw in a couple more Aldemons or something, just in case you really didn't like these ratios. But personally, I like this a lot. You know, if you got so much search power, it's really easy to get to him, so it's not really a big deal, and a lot of draw power too. But anyway, that's going to do it for the level 5s. On to the 6s. All right, and rounding us off here with the level 6s, we have, starting us off, the BT12 Emperor Greymon. I'm playing 3 of it. I'm also playing 3 of the older one. You know, I've seen a lot of people mainly play like 4 of this one and 2 of the old one. I'm actually still more a fan of the old one, in my opinion. I don't know why. This one's really good still, though. It does have security +1, and it does also have when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. If this Digimon has a red Tamer card in its Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP equal or less than this Digimon's DP instead. So really powerful DP-based deletion effect there. He also has on deletion. You may play one Takuya from your hand or trash without paying its cost. So that's just great. If he gets deleted, you just play your Takuya back out from your trash that was underneath him. And yeah, security +1, 11k. He's probably going to be at least, you know, 13, maybe 15 with some of the inheritables. He also shouldn't be checking option cards if you have Aldemon under him, so there's that as well. So yeah, he's just a really strong Emperor Greymon. I still really like the old one, however, also, so I'm still playing that one at 3 as well. Now this one does cost 4 to Digivolve instead of 3, however, this one has when Digivolving Blitz, and that is huge in my opinion, because that means your Takato from BT7 can actually, you know, warp into this Emperor Greymon, and even if you pass memory over to your opponent, then you still get to blitz, which is great, because sometimes that's all you need, you know? You just need that one extra attack to get through with the blitz that your opponent didn't see coming, so that's great. But then his other effect here says, your turn once per turn. When this Digimon is blocked, unsuspend it and gain 1 memory. For each Digivolution card and this Digimon has with hybrid in his traits. So yeah, you basically, if your opponent's foolish enough to block you, you can unsuspend it, gain a bunch of memory back, and then just attack again. So nobody was ever going to be dumb enough to block that for no reason, which is cool though, because if your opponent is at 0 security and you know you warp Takuya into him and blitz, then your opponent's going to be forced to block it or die. So if they do block it, then you can unsuspend it, gain a bunch of memory, attack again, and you know, even if they block it one time, it's not really going to save them. So there's that. Also, just being able to blitz and attack over some other big thing to get it out of the way, and then also be able to attack, you know, with piercing or something is great. There's just kind of a lot of little things that I do like to do with that one. This one is really good. That one's still great in my opinion. So just 3 of both of them is good for me. You know, again, if you want, you can play 4 and 2 or 4 and 2, but I like the 3-3 split because they're both great. All right, so last but not least, we're just playing 4 option cards, and all 4 of those are Atomic Inferno. This thing is so freaking broken for this deck. It's crazy. For only 1 cost. This says, main, one of your Digimon with hybrid in its form gets plus 3,000 DP and security attack +1. And your turn, when this Digimon is blocked, gain 3 memory for the turn. So yeah, pretty crazy. Just 1 cost to give something plus 3,000 and security +1 is insane. And then again, if they were to block him, you're going to just get 3 memory back. So pretty nuts. But also, I like playing 4 of this because it has this security effect that says all of your Digimon gain security attack +1 until the end of your next turn. So that is huge. So if they hit this thing in security, literally on your next turn, everything you have out is going to get security +1. If it's a Bokumon, a Nemon, a Flamemon, whatever, literally all of it. If you go into Emperor Greymon, he could be like a +2, you know, all kinds of crazy stuff. Because like if you have the Takuya that can go into the Emperor Greymon, that it gets security +1, then it's already over 10,000. He also gives it security +1. This is giving it security +1. You could play one of these for 1 to give it another security +1. Boom, you can swing for like 5 or 6 checks. It's super ridiculous. You could have, like I said, all your little Bokumons, Flamemons, they all just swing for 2 checks. So if they get lucky, you know, they hit an option card that doesn't do anything, they hit a Tamer, whatever, maybe they live. Yeah, anyway, so it's pretty nuts. Super, super powerful option. Definitely need to play it at 4. But that's about it. All right, you guys, so that does it for my Emperor Greymon Red Hybrid deck profile. If you enjoyed it or got anything out of it, make sure you hit that like button. It does help me out a lot. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss out on any future videos. If you like Digimon TCG content, then make sure to hit that subscribe button. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.